Patrick time that I probably owe you guys for tech support.
That's okay. That's how it goes sometimes. Okay, we're recording.
All right, and here we are.
Here we are. Everybody has their beverage of choice.
Malt liquor, of course. The malt liquor guy. Yeah.
I was telling the guys I've got this Big Shanty graham cracker stout, which is a fairly decent stout in terms of ABV. So I got to go nice and slow.
Is it 8.0? Because I got you beat.
It says it's 9.
No, is it really?
Yeah, that's getting up. What is Dragon's Milk?
I don't know. Like 11, I think.
Oh yeah, it's not. So it's not Dragon's Milk territory.
Okay, but you know, when it comes down to it, if we get into a pinch, I've got very cheap. If you see me down that's because we don't have any healing potions.
Yeah, exactly. All right, let's see. What do I want to do? Let's see. Let me go back to, let's reminisce, shall we? So you guys had turned, you're the security detail for Rule, right? Mark, can you hear us okay?
I can hear you good.
Awesome, man. So yeah, so you guys are the security detail for Rule. Let's see, Rule Vanderbach. I can't read my own writing, but I think so. He's basically he has contracted with the owner of the Floshin Estate, the current owner, the heir, I guess, Arlok Floshin. Arlok had gone away, made a bunch of money, came back to his family estate. His estate was in a state of disrepair. And so he has kind of been building it back up again. And one of the things he wanted to do was have this really nice tapestry, which you can't get around where the estate is. So that's sourced out of Waterdeep. And Rule was making this big trip. He filled the order about 6 months ago, and it's COD. So when he gets there with the tapestry, he'll be able to collect and pay you guys as hired hands. Obviously, he didn't know anything about you when he hired you, but you are showing yourselves to be worth the price of admission thus far. You've vanquished a troll. You have...
Taz vanquished a troll.
Yeah, Taz. And Taz did a number on the Will-O-Wisps too, I think, if memory serves. I think you
maybe one of them.
And one of the Sturges, but the Sturges are just little mosquito things flying around.
Harlan and I had the dead and dying. We got that covered.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah. So
you're going to be good at something.
Uh-huh. So there's a bonus action just to step outside of the game for meta for Will-O-Wisps. And that's why, I don't know if you saw me pause in the last game. I was like, should I go there? Because Harlan was down to 0.
Yeah, I heard you going on that, but go tell.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, that's a little, I think, I want to see how these guys, I want to see how these characters develop. So Harlan, you would have had to have rolled, I think it's greater, a 10 or greater or greater than 10. I can't remember. And if you don't make that save, the Will-O-Wisp, it sucks your life force out completely, and you're dead.
Oh, wow!
Yeah, when you go down to 0.
So what you're saying is that was really good planning on the DM's part for a level 3 character.
Well, they're not. They don't. Their rating isn't that high. You know, it's just like,
which is amazing if they have an instant kill.
Yeah, that's what you know. Their CRs.
Wow.
I mean, the troll is much more dangerous. There's 2 of them, but still the troll has a much higher rating than even 2 Will-O-Wisps. But I thought that would be kind of a cool space for that. So
still, despite the technical difficulties, last week was fun. That was a good romp.
A good little romp. Okay, this is where you guys were. Just a flashback.
Yep.
But 4 years has led us to this moment in time.
That's absolutely right.
Just walking down a trail. It's always those little things, like, you know, like the random encounter table. It's like, oh, just an owlbear, and then it's like, hey, you know, natural 20.
You get killed by a cobalt.
Yeah, exactly. I was trying to figure out how to share music. A little bit of background music, because I found, can you guys see this if I think I maybe have to go advanced?
Try to get that Diablo music going on.
Oh, yeah, I know. Let's share. I don't know, maybe I just have to play it. Let's see if I have to, now that I'm sharing my screen, if I do this, you guys are still seeing the screen, right?
We're still seeing the kooky pathway, yeah.
Can you hear that?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Is that really loud though?
No. It was good.
That was good.
I don't know what music this is. I just found a royalty-free
That's good. Keep it
playlist.
Wherever you're at right now.
Going down a little bit. Is that okay?
That's good. Yeah.
Seems a little loud to me. Oh, that's. I don't want to. It's not. We're not doing disco night. So, how about that?
Bingo doesn't disco.
Yeah, exactly. All right. So that was sort of the backpack story, and then last week when you were on this trail, you turned off the main map, and I can go up and, you kind of you calm down, you cross this bridge here, you've gone down the trail here, and somewhere in here, kind of a swampy area, through the light, you saw those two lights, and then right on top of that, these two sturges came in and tried to get an easy meal from what they thought might have been an easy meal, but you guys took it easy. I think, Harlan, you needed to take an 8-hour rest, and so Taz and Jango and Elisar as elves or half elves. I can't remember who's who, but you can do a 4-hour meditation. So at least within that's 12 potential hours there that between the three of you. So somewhere in there, Harlan was able to get in 8 hours, and I don't think you would have probably gone for that long, but. So this forest is very dense and along this trail. And as you kind of in the night have been traveling somewhere in the night, as you maybe have emerged into a clearing, and then you looked up and noticed that what was formerly a clear sky or a kind of a pretty clear evening has begun to cloud over in the night. And I just don't have it handy, but whatever the equivalent, it's kind of, I can't remember if I said what season you guys are in before, but it's, I think, late summer, early fall, kind of where we're at now almost in real life. So the clouds come over and a cool mist started to fall somewhere in the night. So you guys have been kind of traveling for the rest of this evening, and so instead of a sunrise, the sky is just getting lighter, as is the case when it's an overcast, cloudy day. You can't really tell if the sun is up, but it's starting to rise on the following day from the previous encounter. And so it's now kind of a heavy mist, and there's puddles starting to form a little bit on the trail. It's getting a little bit muddy. It's cool. A little chilly, in fact, for those who choose to wear perhaps less clothing than others. I'm not sure if that matters.
Don't do
it. And did you guys hear me when I said you could add 300 XP for the last kind of the yesterday evening's adventures? If you're not, Patrick, you're sort of exempt, but everybody else, I don't think it moves you guys up to level 4 yet. I think you're.
No, we're 600 off still.
Okay. So nothing really changes other than you're getting more confident in your abilities. Rule has been kind of letting you guys take over as you're kind of driving this is interesting music for just a narration. The history narration. Yeah, exactly. As you drive through the night and sleep soundly.
I'm getting the chills.
Yeah. So the sun is risen, but it's overcast. You can't really tell. It's a dawning of a new day, and you're probably, at least another 10 miles out from the Floshin Estate. Rule, just sort of kind of waking up as well. Wow, this journey has been much more dangerous than I had anticipated. How are you all feeling?
We're feeling like kings.
I feel better now.
Yep. The whole close to death thing is gone. We
Yeah, it's behind us.
I must say, Master Harlan, you weren't looking so well last night. I was a bit worried about you when you were face down on the ground.
Yeah, I wasn't doing too good back then, but I'm feeling okay now.
He does that.
Feeling better. That's great. Well, I can honestly say that there's a few elements of the trail that look familiar, but it's been, like I said, quite some time, and well, it's quite overgrown now, and so I feel certain this is the right direction to the Floshin Estate.
That's a good thing.
It is a good thing. One thing you guys noticed as kind of the sun was starting to illuminate the background of the clouds, so the gray was getting brighter as you guys are riding along. The ring finger, or the ring hand that you're wearing, the ring that was gifted you from Selyun, the temple, feels like another half-pound heavier.
Ooh.
Huh.
Are we heading east?
You're heading
On
east.
the trail?
Yes.
And the ring's getting heavier.
Yes.
Now, apart from it feeling heavier, DM, we don't feel its power is diminishing. It just feels heavier. It's weighing heavier upon us.
Yeah, just a little bit weighted. It's not a heavy weight. It's like, it's not, it's maybe about like, you're not out of balance, but you're starting to feel a slight drag.
So it's like I'm holding my 24-ounce beer in my hand. It's just on my finger.
Exactly.
Gotcha. I understand that completely.
Exactly. But no, you don't get any sense that anything else really has changed that you would tell. I mean, and so who's driving the cart right now?
I think I was in control of the cart.
Early on, right?
Yeah.
Well, you hopped in the seat and then just that was that was a classic moment last week. We just basically
get on.
Just let him
hightailed
go.
It. You're probably not on the cart now. I would imagine you rotated, perhaps sitting in the back.
I'll drive it. I'll drive it for now. I'm good with that.
Okay.
And Jango offers to go ahead of the group and uses scouting skills.
Yeah, don't
go
move
stealthily and kind of scout ahead without getting too far ahead.
Okay.
Right, not football fields, please. Lesson learned.
Yeah. So as you guys are sort of scouting ahead, or Jango, as you're scouting ahead, you're kind of like, let's say the cart is here, and you're how far out in front, would you say?
Maybe 50 feet.
Okay, so maybe kind of getting close. Make a stealth check. Actually, let me check something very quickly.
Hey, Daniel, where would I find the description of my spells once do I go into manage spells and just and find out what they're there?
No, you should be able to just click on your spells, and then if you just click on the name of the spell.
Yep, that's the one thing I didn't try. Got it. All right, cool.
So, Mark, make a perception check. My bad.
Okay, no
you're
problem.
Trying to,
I had a 21 on stealth.
Okay, well, you can use that. You can use that same roll.
Okay. Am I? You mentioned it was overcast. If I'm in direct sunlight, I would roll disadvantage on perception.
It's overcast. There's no direct sun. In fact, it's kind of how the weather was when the hurricane was coming through over the weekend. That really just sort of hard mist. That's kind of what's coming down now, and the clouds are really low, and you can't. Other than it's been daylight for about an hour now, you really wouldn't be able to tell what time of day it is. You can't even see the sun in the sky.
Okay. And while he's kind of scouting ahead and make sure everything's okay, when it is okay, he'll spend a little bit of time foraging for food, for any truffles or just things along the way he might, as a ranger, be able to forage at.
Okay. Yeah,
he's always on the lookout for those rare ingredients some of the restaurants back in Waterdeep might prize.
Make do like a survival check. See if you can find some goodies up in this area here, this grassy area.
15.
Yeah, you're able to find some pretty nice, maybe mushrooms and things like that would be edible mushrooms that a chef in Waterdeep would be happy to, the Forgotten Realms equivalent of, I don't know, shiitake or some other, what's a good mushroom those are not that hard to come by, but I will.
Lion's mane?
There we go. I was trying to think of, you remember the rundown where The Rock is like in the opening scene where he's listening to that guy on AM radio and he's taking notes about the mushrooms. It's like before he goes in and kicks all those guys' butts. So as you're kind of coming around here, you're sort of up here foraging. Daniel, I'm going to send you a note, a private note very quickly. So bear with me. Just to be sure you guys are you're still seeing the big picture, right?
Yeah.
All right, let me see if I can do this. And so you feel free to do with that as you will, as you guys are kind of rounding this corner. Jango, you're up here in these trees. The cart's kind of coming behind. And I need everybody to roll initiative.
It's nat 20
for Jango.
Harlan, a natural 20?
Yes.
Jango, a what?
Right. 17.
17 for Jango.
16 for Elisar.
Okay.
6 for Taz.
Taz, okay. All right. All right. Let me get my sheet. I need everyone, except for you, Mark, because you've already rolled, to roll a perception test. Lexi, no, actually, you don't need to make the roll. Let's see. I can just check your passive perception. Okay. Everyone, with the exception of Mark, is surprised. As around these rocks come from either side, 2 orcs on this side and 2 orcs on this side in an ambush. Mark, you were up here in these bushes as you were sort of scouting ahead and looking for food. You probably sensed or maybe even heard them kind of move. So you're not surprised in the initiative order. And so Harlan, based on what they rolled versus your passive perception, you are surprised. So they're going to we'll skip you. Same with Jango. Same with Elisar. Actually, let me see if these guys, no. I'll skip these guys. Taz, same with you. So they're gonna first come out and try to attack. Oh no, not you, Jango. Jango, you get to go. Sorry.
Okay, no worries. All right, so here we go. He's going to pull out his longbow, notching one of his 4 remaining arrows.
Okay.
Lets it fly. We got a 23.
That hits.
All right, so 8 points of piercing.
Okay.
And then Jango, as a Gloomstalker Ranger, has this special Dread Ambusher ability. So on the first round of combat, he can take an extra attack action, and if it hits, he gets to add an extra 1d8 damage to it.
Go for it.
All right, so here goes that special attack. All right, 23 again.
Okay, that definitely hits.
And
so is this another arrow? Just like 2 arrows?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep, I got 2 left.
Okay.
So this was, let's see here, 5, 6, 7, 8 points of damage.
And
the breakout would be 7 piercing and 1 Oh, it's all the same. Yeah, so 8 points of piercing.
Okay, so that's with your extra D8?
That's with the extra D8.
Okay. Great. All right, so that you saw them, you get to attack. LSR, they surprised you. Taz, they surprised you. The two that are swinging around, let's see. One of them is going to throw a javelin at you, Jango, because they saw you sort of shoot the arrow at them. Does a 14 hit?
14 hits.
Okay. Hang on, let me make sure I did my math right. Yep, that's 14. Okay, just to be on the safe side. Let's see, that's a 1d6. Okay, that is 8 points of piercing damage.
Got it.
And the other one's going to come around, that was hiding behind this rock. It's going to flank around this side over here, and it's going to. Are you guys all just sort of around the cart?
I'm driving it.
You're on the cart.
I'm walking next to the cart.
So, Elisar, it's going to throw a javelin at you as you're kind of a sitting duck driving the cart.
That'd be me.
And does a 7 hit?
No, it does not.
The javelin just goes flying over your head onto the other side over there.
Yep.
The other two creatures are just going to kind of hold their action. They have great axes, and they're trying to quickly size up and see, kind of do some quick counts to see how many of you there are. And Harlan, we're going to go back to you.
All right. I'm gonna look at the one that threw the javelin.
Yep.
And then I'm gonna cast Firebolt on it.
Okay.
That'll be a 11 to hit.
11 misses.
All right. I'll end my turn there then.
Okay. Jango, you're up again.
I'm up.
Did you take any movement last time, or are you still sort of on the other side of the road?
How many feet is it between me and the orcs?
It's about 30. About 30 feet, probably.
I'll scoot back another 10 feet.
Okay.
And I'll notch one of my 2 remaining arrows and let it fly at the one I've already hit.
Okay.
23 again.
Oof.
Switch dice.
Nice.
Wow.
That hits.
Six points of piercing.
All right. So the arrow just sort of flies through and just sticks that one straight in the forehead, and it just sort of lets out this hideous groan and falls forward. Ka-thonk. The other two that were holding their actions see their comrade fall to the ground and immediately sling javelins. One towards Taz and one back towards you, Jango.
Okay.
So the javelin to you, Taz, is of course, natural 20.
Alrighty.
So good thing you're the beefy guy. Wait, where are you, by the way? I don't know where you're at exactly.
I'm probably just hanging out close to the cart.
Okay. So that's. I always ask this. Just the dice is the doubled, not the damage, right? Not the
modifier.
Not the modifier.
Right.
Okay. So 10 points of piercing damage, Taz.
Ouch.
Not too bad.
Not too bad. And then the other one I said was going towards you, Jango.
Yes.
Ooh, get out that critical fumble table, please.
All right. I enjoy this part.
Talk about polar opposites.
Yeah, I know.
I don't, by the way.
56.
All right, 56. You have had better days. You gained 2 levels of exhaustion and cannot recover fatigue until you have a long rest and something to eat.
Oh, man. Exhaustion. So 2 levels, so his speed is halved. Okay. So basically that one is like this really obese orc. And it like, as it jumped out, it like had like a big chicken wing in one hand, or like a big turkey leg, and his javelin in the other. And he threw it and took a bite. And he's just like, like that was a lot of exercise for him, just to kind of step around and throw that javelin. And with that, they had held their action. And I think Elisar, you're up.
Elisar is I'm going to give him something to eat with an Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
I'm going to now. I would imagine that. Let's imagine that if they're attacking from, say, the north or behind those rocks to the south. Let's say that Rule. I was sitting on the left of that front seat.
Okay.
The mules, and Rule was on my right. I'm going to gently move him as my action, as a movement. Just kind of push him a little bit to the side. Say, hey, I got this. Watch.
Okay.
And then very, very similar. Imagine Tony Stark as Iron Man doing a repulsor beam from the palm of his hand.
Okay.
I will shoot that out at the creature that has been weakened. However, I've got 11 plus 2 is 13. So
that hits.
Oh, nice. All right, and that is 1d10 of lightning damage, which will be 10.
Nice. Yeah, you just sort of, the skin sort of glows around it. It sort of shakes. It was the one that looks exhausted already, so he wasn't able to move out of the way or anything. Is that your turn?
Yep, that was my turn.
All right, Taz, you see, Elisar kind of pulse this light into this grossly obese orc, and it's sort of. And
they're somewhat amazed because I've never shown that that I've had that ability.
Exactly.
Much to my surprise.
Cool.
Yeah, you get a thumbs up from Taz. Taz, you're up.
First, I would like to rage.
You're raging,
and I'm gonna just like rip the javelin out of I guess my shoulder.
Yeah.
And just while holding the javelin, I'm just gonna sprint towards the nearest orc.
Yes.
And just impale it with the javelin.
Yeah.
Roll the hit.
Come on.
Oh, bud.
You get that 2-0?
I got that 2-0.
Nice. So javelin is 1d6 plus 3.
Yeah, I've got a javelin in my inventory too.
Okay.
So that is 9 piercing damage.
Okay.
Plus.
Which one are you hitting? The one that Patrick just lit up, or that Jango just lit up? I mean, Elisar just lit up.
Can I hit the one that threw the javelin at me?
You can.
Heck yeah.
Okay. And then, so that was 9 points of piercing. Oh, whoa, my computer's getting weird.
I saw that.
9 points of piercing. 8 points of radiant from Divine Fury.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And then, I think with my rage, and then plus 2 melee damage, so another 2.
You, sir, are looking at an ex-orc.
Not yet, but he is stunned with what just the assault that just hit him. And does that end your turn?
Yeah, that ends my turn.
Okay, the one you just sort of javelined is going to swing at you with its great axe. It's just going to lift up and just try to take a swing at you with the great axe. Does a 17 hit?
17 misses.
All right, yeah, he's just swing and miss.
When he swings, I'm just gonna, instead of it just straight missing, I'm just gonna forearm the hilt of the great axe.
Just
one arm.
Nice. Do you grab it?
No, I just stop it with my forearm.
Oh, just conk. Just block it. Nice.
Yeah,
the one that's exhausted, whose speed is halved, he is going to sort of just ramble towards the cart. He may just barely get there. I don't think he's going to be able to get there. And
yeah,
do anything because he's just sort of shuffling. Actually, he's already thrown his javelin, so no. So that's his turn, and then the third one that's sort of on this side is going to swing back around, and Harlan is going to just try to sneak up or try to get behind you and swing at you with his great axe.
Okay.
Well, I'm get away with that, Harlan.
That's 20.
That'll hit.
Not nat 20, but a 20.
Right.
Oh man, didn't see that. Let me get a different dice for the great axe. That is, let's see, 8 points of slashing damage. He just comes into you.
Okay.
That ends their turn, and it's your turn, Harlan. You've just been slashed in the back with this great axe.
All right. I'm going to turn around, and I'm going to get my staff. I'm going to try to hit him on the head.
Okay.
Plunk.
That will be a 15 to hit.
You knock him right upside the head. What kind of damage does that do?
Bludgeoning damage. And it'll be, let's see here, 3 points of bludgeoning damage.
Yeah, he just sort of kind of shakes. His big tusky jaws just sort of shake a little bit. He looks at you sort of shocked. Is that end your turn?
Yes.
So, Jango, from your vantage, kind of you see Harlan engaged with one of these orcs. You see this huge one that's sort of getting close really to the front of the cart where Elisar is. You've just seen Taz just decimate and then block one that came after it. So that's your scene from kind of the other side of the road there.
Jango will kiss his last arrow as he lines up his shot at the one going for Harlan.
Nice.
You go, Katniss.
Swing away, Meryl.
17.
That hits.
All right. And it's going to do 5 points of piercing damage.
Yeah, so it just sticks kind of right into his rib cage and just kind of gives you a growl, a snarl as he looks back across the road at you. Jango, does that end your turn?
That ends my turn.
Elisar, you're up. You're still sitting on top of the cart.
Yep. And I'm still keeping rule to one side. There's only one left, right?
3 left.
Oh, well, the one that I did before, I'm going to say, how dare you still live? Eldritch Blast again.
Okay.
However, he's going to live. I got a 4, so it shoots past him.
Yeah, you're just kind of trying to figure this Eldritch Blast out, and you just sort of launch it straight up into the air.
Yep.
Just sort of like a nice little fireworks display. One of the orcs goes, "Ooh, pretty."
I knew you'd like it.
Pretty lights. Taz, you're up.
You do good voices.
Is the one that I javelin still up?
It is.
Yeah. I'll just swing around my glaive.
Okay.
And just try to split them in two.
Just carve them in twain.
Yeah. A 16 to hit.
You hit him.
All right.
Anything more than one?
Well, it's a lot more than one.
Okay. Feel free to describe this in any way you feel appropriate for the season.
Split them in twain, hamburger style.
Oh, jeez. He just collapses in this gory mess, like entrails just splatter all over Rule's face. He's just sitting on the cart trying to mind his own business. Orc entrails. Does that end your turn?
That ends my turn.
So the grossly obese one is now kind of up to you, Elisar, at the cart, and he's going to just sort of take a big deep breath and just try to swing at maybe your leg as you're kind of sitting there with his great axe.
Right.
And let's see, does a 17 hit?
A 17 absolutely hits.
Okay, so he got you with his great axe. Oh, and so that does 14 points of slashing damage.
Woo. Okay.
He caught you like solid on the thigh meat.
That was a big ouchie. Yeah.
Embedded the great axe into your femur, probably all the way down to the bone.
Little help.
Yeah. And it's just like, and he takes it out and he just licks the blade. Still hungry. And then the other one that's up, that it was close to you, Harlan, is going to take another swing at you, even though it's got the arrow from Jango, and you whacked it on the head with your was it staff that you used?
Yes.
Yeah, so it goes to swing the great axe, does a 9 hit.
No, that misses.
Yeah, he reaches up and that arrow just where it's stuck into his rib just causes him to sort of torque, and he just swings wildly, and the axe swooshes over your head, nowhere near hitting you. That's its turn, and it's your turn, Harlan.
I'm gonna get my staff again and try to hit it.
Just right in your face.
That'll be a 13 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. And that will be 3 points of bludgeoning damage.
Yeah, you whack him again. And again, he's sort of like, he swings with the axe and sort of shocked that you keep hitting him square in the head with this thing. Does that end your turn, Harlan?
Yes, it does.
Jango
will stow his longbow and you use his turn to start moving in.
Okay.
I'll move in towards Harlan.
What's your movement? Yeah.
30 feet.
Elisar, behave. 30 feet. Yeah, you can close the distance.
Okay, so I don't know if I could stow my longbow and draw my dagger, so I'll just get to where I'm getting close.
Yeah, it might be if you're kind of putting your longbow back, probably around your shoulder. Your dagger, maybe it's probably going to be a lot going on there. Plus running, you're there when the turn begins. If it needs to next time. Elisar, you're up. You're still sitting on the cart.
Okay, I just wanted to mention, I love the fact that it was basically the trope of you have a handgun and you shoot the 6 bullets, then you just throw the gun.
That's what I thought he was going to say. Just throw the longbow. Yeah. That's what I thought you said too. It's not stow. I thought you said throw.
Oh.
That's where we're laughing.
That just totally tickled me. That was funny. No, I am...
Check your mic, Elisar.
Am I going again?
It's just getting light.
How about that? Is that a little bit better?
No, right here, like this little guy. This little piece here.
Oh, how about now?
No, it's not making a difference.
All right, but can you still hear me?
I can still hear you.
All right, I'll crank up the volume here, and
That's better.
I'll work on that.
That's actually much better.
Who is near me exactly? Can I like do a Heisman Trophy move and shove Rule away from me?
You could shove him out of the cart. He would fall out he would fall out on this side.
Okay. I'm going to shove him out of the cart so he's at least 5 feet away from me.
Okay.
And I'm just because I'm trying to envision this. No one else is within 5 feet of me except for this this weight challenged orc, right?
He's gravitationally challenged in terms of his ability to jump. I
am going to shove Jewel to the side.
Okay.
And he is within 5 feet of me.
Yes. Remember he just embedded that thing into you. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going to move just a little bit closer. My legs probably pinned to the cart with the axe, but I'm going to use my cantrip of Sword Burst.
Okay.
I'm going to push him aside. I'm going to make a circular motion with my fingers, and then just basically mumble a few words that no one understands.
Okay.
That creates a momentary circle of spectral blades. All right. So they're going to glow bluey, around me, and every creature within range, other than me, must succeed on dexterity saving throw, or they're going to take 1d6 damage. So it's a dex saving throw, and it's going to be phantom blades literally whizzing about me.
Okay. So it's just this one. So he needs to make a dex save.
That's right. Or take 1d6 force.
Okay. And what's the DC again?
I
don't think it matters.
It does. 10.
He didn't make it. Oh no, he did make it.
Yeah, his attack save is dex 10. So he made it. Okay.
He did not make it. He missed his save.
Oh, okay. In that case, he's going to take 2 points of bludgeoning or force damage.
Okay. Yeah, it sort of hits him, and the blubber just sort of
it's like a lava lamp.
That's so mean. Is it mean? It's an orc.
Yeah, I was going to say.
It's not even real. It's just like fiction. It's not a real person.
Hey, it's kind of like thick Thor. You couldn't call him fat anymore, right?
Yeah. He's really clammy from all the movement. And the rain. You can't tell. It's the rain. It's causing it. The misting. Is that your turn, though?
That is my turn.
Yep. All right. Taz, you're up.
I'll just swing around to the next closest one.
Okay. The next closest one to you is the kind of the one closest to Harlan.
Oh yeah, I'll run that one down.
Okay.
And then just overhead two-handed strike with my glaive.
Okay.
I'm gonna make it reckless.
Yeah,
go for it.
So that's with advantage. Not great. 14 to hit.
That hits.
All right. So I'm gonna do some damage. 12 points of slashing damage.
Ooh.
And 5 points of radiant damage.
Ooh.
Do you want the slashing to do it or the radiant to do it?
Yes.
I want him to Slimer from Ghostbusters with the radiant damage, just inside out.
Blah! Again, it's like a spray of orc entrails.
Like right into Harlan's face.
Yeah, it just all over him. Interestingly enough, the last orc standing is this huge obese orc. After his colleague gets kind of disintegrated, he starts to run down the trail and whistles. He's got this sort of little whistle. He starts blowing it furiously as he's running, almost like kind of in slow motion.
While he's running, does he pass within 10 feet of me?
Let's see. He was on the front side of the cart going after Elisar, and you were sort of on the back side over here. So I think he's further than 10 feet away from you.
Okay.
This guy is, but he's moving like, again, from that scene. Remember this is a rundown night. Do you remember when they go into the bar and that little guy sort of like tries to like, is this going to be a fight? And he starts to run, but it takes him like 10 seconds to get out of the bar. And everybody just waits because he's running so slow. That's what this guy's doing. He's running down the trail, down this way, blowing this whistle.
So whenever it gets back to my turn, let me know.
Okay. That's his turn. But as he blows the whistle, these two massive fur wargs come barreling out of the woods this way and running up the trail towards you guys. And Harlan, it's your turn.
All right. I'm going to shoot the closest one that's running down the path with a firebolt.
The one of the wargs?
Yes.
Okay.
That'll be a 16 to hit.
Okay. That hits.
All right. Then that'll be 7 points of fire damage. I'll end my turn there.
You hear it sort of, it doesn't really yelp like a dog, but it's sort of this sort of grunt as the sort of the fur singes and a little smoke comes off of it as it's sort of pounding towards you. Their movement is 50 feet, and they kind of came out of this tree line here, busting down the path. They passed the obese orc, and one of them is close enough to sort of leap and try to pounce right at you, Elisar, as you're kind of sitting still on top of the thing.
Okay.
And he just leaps through the air with a bite attack. 24 to hit.
24 hits. Uh-oh.
Okay.
24 misses.
Yeah, exactly. You know that hits.
Hey, Patrick, don't forget you can do your Curse of the Eyeless.
Yep. So, I think I'm still okay. I'm gonna hold on to that one for, like we did before when it's really, really needed. Unless, well, let me see what kind of damage he does first.
10 points of piercing damage.
Okay, so next turn I'm using that. Okay.
I need you to make a strength check. Strength saving throw.
All right. 18 on the strength saving throw plus 3 is 21, but I take
21. Yeah, 10 points you take 10 points of piercing damage as the jaws sink into you. But you're sort of hanging on tight, and it doesn't knock you off the cart. So you're still sort of on top of the cart there.
Right.
The other one was sort of trailing behind him, not quite far enough yet to close in on you guys. So that's going to end their turn. And Jango, you're up.
Yeah, so Jango sees this lethargic, obese orc.
Blah, 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 trying to run down the trail.
So Jango will pull out his trusty sling.
Okay.
And whirl it and let loose a rock right at him.
Go for it.
Good one, 26.
Yeah, you ping him right in the head.
For 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh, man. Nice. Yeah, he just sort of tries to catch his footing. He's knocked prone. So he just kind of slops onto the ground. He's probably a good 15 feet, maybe 20 feet away now from you guys. As he's sort of huffing and puffing, and he just face plants prone. Does that end your turn, Jango?
Yes.
Elisar, you've just gotten this massive warg creature just leaps through the air and gets you, and there's another one just sort of barreling right behind it. Oh, can't hear you. I don't know why. I see you're not doing anything differently. It's just like waves. Barely.
Try unplugging and plugging your headset in.
How's that, guys?
There it is.
Better. Yeah, I think it's the connection into the computer. Oh,
there.
Jiggle
it's
it.
on again.
Maybe jiggle it a little bit.
Nope.
Whoop.
Nope. That all the way.
Okay.
We had it for a second.
Yeah. You was going to dial in? Yeah. So Daniel, that would have been why you've had that going on there.
What?
Not from the orcs.
Oh.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
While Jango was foraging, he found some Swedish fish.
I know. Well, and while you were foraging, I found some graham cracker stout. It's like a dessert stout.
Good name, by the way.
It is good. Yeah, it's a very good name. If I do say so myself. Jones cracker or Johnson cracker just doesn't sound the same. We're in a we're in an interlude. This is like the intermission period while LSR joins us via telephony.
It's building the suspense.
It is.
Yeah.
I found a headset for Patrick.
Are you shopping? Online shopping. Is it like it's Prime, like a Prime Day, right, or Prime Days?
Yeah.
I can hear it clicking. Can you hear the clicking when it's sort of like that? There's a disconnect somewhere in the wiring.
How about that?
Perfect. You're in.
Good.
Okay, let me turn down my volume on the computer. It is. Okay, I'm still getting a little bit of an echo, but that's okay. As I was about to say, here comes.
You're not echoing for us, but we're good. Although
cool.
Although now all we see is your camera in front of your phone in front of the camera.
Okay, cool. What I'm going to do is take both of my hands back and basically like clap over both, like box his ears. You know.
Okay.
Boom with an Eldritch Blast.
The warg that just jumped into your lap.
Yes.
Got it.
Oh, 15, 17.
17 will hit.
All right. 7 points of damage. And keep in mind, next time someone attacks me, I'm going to use that Crimson Right.
Okay. So Elisar, that's your turn?
Yes.
Taz, you're up.
All right, so the orc, he went down.
He's prone, yeah.
With the sling. Okay, I'm going to charge right in front of Elisar.
Okay.
Yeah.
Try to shove him backwards a little bit, get me in between him and the wargs.
Okay.
And then the warg that's been damaged,
yep,
I'm going to swing my glaive at him recklessly.
That warg, by the way, is kind of like up and in the cart, just like jumped up and over and is just sort of just ferocious, like inside of the cart, trying to get at you, Elisar, frankly. So you're going to just sort of swing up at it while it's in the cart?
Yeah.
Okay. And the other one's barreling around the corner, by the way.
I'm just going to try to take his head off.
Go for it.
Good luck.
That's a 21 to hit.
That hits.
All right. So my damage is
1 billion.
14 points of slashing.
Keep going.
And 7 points of radiant.
Ooh.
You prefer the slashing or the radiant?
I was trying to take his head off, so I just wanted to cotter the wound as I'm going through.
Yeah, it's just like
no blood spray at all.
It's a perfect cut. It's like surgical, and the head just sort of topples into the back of the cart and sits there. It's actually stuck in the back of the cart. And the massive body just sort of slumps almost on top of you, Elisar, actually.
Okay.
So you're just sort of like staring up at like the cauterized spine of this thing as you're looking right into the face of it.
And then I'm just gonna turn and just growl at the other one.
All right.
That's nice.
Elisar, you're up, and the other one is going around, sort of.
Let me.
Wait. Sorry. I take that back. That was Taz that just went, right? I got out of turn there. So it's actually the other one's turn that's up.
Oh.
And so as it kind of barrels around, it was heading towards you, Harlan, and then it just it like pivots and just leaps and tries to snatch at Taz for what it's sort of processing, what's going on, Taz sort of cut through its partner. I can't see what that is. All right.
It has advantage because I attacked recklessly.
Okay, thank you for that. Okay, well, let's see. With advantage, he is going to sort of come after you with a bite, and I believe that's probably going to hit. 22 to hit.
22 hits.
Okay, and biting damage. 10 points of piercing and make a strength saving throw. 10 points of piercing, strength save.
22.
Yeah, it tries to just use its neck muscles to fling you, and you don't budge. You just sort of flex and stay in. And
yeah, I just hold on to its jaws. Just
yeah, it can't throw you anywhere. You're staying put. You're firmly implanted. The prone orc uses its action to stand, and let's see. So he's no longer prone. He's got more action than just standing, right? You can stand and then do something, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, if you to get up from prone, uses half of your movement.
And remember, he's exhausted.
He's exhausted, so that's all he can do. He can just stand. He just stands up, and like stands up and puts his hands on his knees and just huffing and puffing. That was so that's his turn. Harlan, you're up.
All right. I'm going to cast Witch Bolt on the remaining warg.
Okay.
So that will be let's see, a 9 to hit.
Your Witch Bolt just sort of like goes askew, flies off to the side, misses the warg. The warg's sort of squirming and wrestling. So it doesn't hit it.
And I'll end my turn there.
All right. It is now the warg's turn. Did that go out of turn?
What happened to me?
Yeah,
I did. I went out of turn. I've got two creature cards up here, and one was supposed to be for the orcs, and one was supposed to be the wargs. I think I mixed them around. So actually, it's Jango's turn, and then Elisar, your turn. So Jango, you're up.
Okay. Yeah. So he sees the lethargic, obese orc try to get up and just hunched over.
Yeah.
So he just a great opportunity. Like, how far ahead of me is he?
He's about 25 feet ahead of you.
Okay, that's fine. I'll just load up another rock in my trusty sling.
Okay.
And let it fly right at it. Let's see here. I got a 12.
Just missed as he...
Yeah, I was too busy laughing to take it.
He probably did one of these and then went back down again. And as soon as he went down, the rock went right over his head and like tinkered down the trail here. Does that end your turn?
Yes.
All right. Elisar, now you're up.
Okay, so a couple of things. First and foremost, when that warg died on top of me, was there any danger at all of blood or anything else getting on the original tapestry? Not the fakes. I'm assuming it's under that, but is there any danger of there becoming any damage to that tapestry?
It might have. There's definitely orc entrails on top of the covering that covered the tapestry. If you remember, there was like it was a big tapestry, so part of it's sticking out of the back and exposed, but most of it's covered. But because of the way that Taz's radiant damage sort of cauterized the clean decapitation of that thing, no other blood kind of came. It's not none of it's on you, none of it's on the tapestry, so it's just a big.
Okay, so paint the picture for me. There's one orc.
There's one orc that is he's up, catching his breath, getting ready to start running. A rock went flying over its head that Jango just launched at it. The warg is like Daniel or Taz rather's got like the jaws of the thing. It's bitten him. Did it bite you? No, yeah, it did bite you. It bit you, but it was getting ready to throw you, but you were able to kind of bring the jaws apart. You managed to stay upright. So he's locked in hand-to-hand combat. Taz is locked in hand-to-hand combat, hand-to-jaws combat with this warg.
Okay. In that case, going to give another Eldritch Blast.
So you're just going to, you're going to have to kind of twerk and kind of turn behind you a little bit.
I'm going to twerk.
You're going to twerk it.
You don't want to see that.
It's an Eldritch twerk.
So
it can't be unseen.
17 with Eldritch Blast.
That hits.
And 4 points of damage.
Yeah, that Eldritch Blast just sort of fizzles it a little bit. It's sort of it's kind of wrestling with Taz. Does a little bit of a shake, not much. Taz, is that your turn, LSR?
That is my turn.
Taz, you're in the throes of hand-to-mouth combat with this thing, and it's your turn.
Hey, Ryan, how does Taz look to me?
Taz, I'm going to have to defer.
Fine.
Okay.
Beefy.
Yeah.
Just checking.
Uh-oh, Taz is getting ready to be gifted some probably delightful meal or something, or a beverage.
Ice cream.
Oh, nice.
How does this warg look that I'm currently dealing with?
Other than that little fizzle, like a beastie warg.
Okay. I'm just gonna kind of let go of its jaws and just try to
jaws snap back shut.
Yeah. And just kind of like underhand swing my glaive into its stomach.
Okay.
Recklessly, of course, because I mean, whatever.
So maybe you gotta kind of push it back to give yourself a little space.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then that is natural 20.
Whew.
Man, doing reckless attack is
comes in handy.
These knees.
Yeah.
Just have to give up advantage against me.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's going to be 12 points of slashing damage.
Man.
And 5 points of radiant damage.
Okay. Yeah, it definitely felt that. No doubt about it.
And that'll end my turn.
Okay. Yeah, it definitely felt that. It's enraged. It's going to go back after you straight away, Taz. With advantage, right?
Yep.
Ooh, while we're doling out, just turn to. That's one of the advantage rolls there.
Was it a 20?
Natural 20.
No,
y'all are
sacrifice I'm willing to make.
Y'all are just like right into each other. Let's see. So that's 1, 2, 4. Let's see here. Okay, so that's 15. 18 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And then make a strength saving throw.
All right, I'm halving the damage because of my rage.
Okay.
And strength saving throw. 20 total.
Yeah, again, he bites into you. You grab the jaws to keep his neck from throwing you off the cart. Harlan, you're up.
All right, I'm gonna try to cast Witch Bolt again.
Okay.
Oh, this time it's a 24.
That definitely hits.
And it's gonna do 20 damage.
20?
Yes.
Whoa.
That's at second level.
What kind of is it shocking?
Lightning damage.
Lightning damage?
Yes.
Feel free to describe what happens when a massive warg in the throes of combat with Taz just gets lit up.
So when this kind of blue kind of lightning comes out of a little stick I held to this warg, all of its kind of veins turn like bright blue, kind of surge for a second, and then like lays down.
That's Aw. You put it to sleep. Yeah, it's just just so you know, it's neutral evil, so you don't feel too guilty about lighting that sucker up. Mm-hmm. They're not super smart, but they definitely are evil predators that delight in hunting and devouring creatures weaker than themselves. So you did the greater good, Harlan. But yes, as it sort of lays down, the other remaining orc again, just starts to take off running as fast as it can, which is absurdly slow down the trail away from you guys, back down towards the way that you guys are heading, actually, back this way. And that's its
far
turn.
Away from me.
He's 30. Let's see. He's about, from all of you guys now, he was 15 or no, he was 25 when Jango shot the rock with the sling. He's going to use his full movement, so another 15 feet. So 25, 35, 40 feet away now. And it's Jango's turn, actually. He's 40 feet away.
Okay. Jango will slowly walk forward 15 feet while taking aim.
Okay. With your sling?
Let loose.
All right.
Another whirling rock from his trusty sling.
Go for it.
Okay, 24.
That hits.
Ooh, good one. I got 7 bludgeoning.
All right. Well, now it's your turn to describe what happens to a pitifully slow. Not pitifully. He's an evil creature. We don't have mercy on these things.
No.
So
chaotic evil.
The sling actually hits him in the ankle. And that's not what kills him. But you know how the bone of your ankle can really wince? So he hops up on one leg, and he's so uncoordinated, lethargic, that when he hops up on one leg, he falls. And it's when he falls and hits his head on the big stone on the road is when he actually
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Nice description.
Take an inspiration point for that one, actually. There's a lot of layers in that one. That's worth it. Yeah. It's not like, it's not the ice storm that got you. It's the fact you slipped and hit your head, It's like, how do you want to attribute this thing? That's awesome. All right. Well, there's carnage everywhere now on this trail. You've got, orcs, parts and pieces. You got wargs, parts and pieces. They're all over the trail. But, after a few seconds after this orc goes down, you're ready, your senses are heightened, and then nothing seems to be happening.
Hey, Jango, you want to grab your longbow?
I've got it stowed, but I'm going to grab my the 4 arrows if I can retrieve them from the bodies.
You can retrieve all your arrows, all 4 of them.
Okay.
Can I search all of the bodies for any loot?
Yeah, you search the bodies for loot. All you find is sort of like kind of day pack type stuff. They're not carrying treasure. They're carrying like jerky. You're not really sure what kind of meat jerky it is. One or two have flasks of pretty rancid smelling. You're not really sure if it's meat or what, but it smells pretty disgusting. But
yeah, I'll probably leave that alone.
Okay. Yeah, but there's nothing's even on the wargs. There's nothing that indicates that that they've been like traveling for a long time. For example, they don't have a lot of stores, or I guess if there was a raiding party or something like that, they don't have a lot of loot or anything like that.
Ryan, in the meantime, I'm going to make sure that the cargo is okay and undamaged. And then who will sees me doing that?
Yeah. Make a, let's see, persuasion check using your high charisma score.
Oh boy. I do not impress.
You didn't. So you're like
3.
You're like, look at me, what I'm doing, checking these things.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So Rule is sort of just still sitting on the ground, sort of gobsmacked at all that has transpired. Still has orcs entrails and viscera sort of sprayed across his face. He's taken aback, frankly, of all he's had to encounter thus far. And he simply says, I need to double what I said I was going to pay you.
Yeah, you should.
Under his breath. Yeah. Elisar, you heard him say that. You're the closest. But
and
then
you're darn tootin'. And I could use a short rest.
Yeah, it's it's rainy. It's muddy. The mud's starting to kind of fill up on the trail here. The mule remarkably remains unscathed, as mules sometimes do and do things like this. But your inspection of the tapestry, Elisar, indicates that it's still in pretty good shape. It's not been damaged. The rain is worrisome, and so Rule has kind of tried to re-rig the cart a little bit to put the fakes over the top of the good one to kind of make sure that it's sort of stays out of the rain. But it's a heavy tapestry, and it's not going to ruin in this mist. But he's very anxious to hurry up and make delivery. Gentlemen, we're so close now. I know that was dreadful, but I really would like to get this tapestry indoors before the rain washes away the fresh ink.
Fresh ink?
I'm not sure what this is. Well, in the fibers.
Okay.
The dyed fibers.
They're dyed with ink.
Yeah.
There you go. So
yeah.
While we're traveling, I'd like to try to rest.
My signature. That's all I care about. Yeah. You guys are probably about 10 more miles away from getting to the Floshin Estate.
So that's a couple hours, right?
A couple hours.
Is it possible for you all to lay down in the back and rest while they're moving?
I mean, you could maybe try to find some shelter here, under some of these shade trees, or
let's just keep it moving.
Yeah, we'll keep it moving. I'm just trying to think of a way to rest while we're moving.
You want to try to lay down inside the cart?
Yeah, that's one.
Oh, you can take a short rest inside the cart while everybody else is moving. Anybody else need to try to do the same thing? I mean, you have a cart. There's some room in there. Anyone else need to take a short rest?
I'd like to, if everyone else is good.
So you're going to take a short rest in the cart as well, you and Elisar?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. Go ahead and take a short rest, roll whatever hit dice you've got. Jango and Taz, you guys are fine?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
So Jango will hop up in the cart and ride alongside Taz.
Okay.
And Jango will be, I guess, the shotgun person. So he's got his bow at the ready in case we see any more danger lurking around the corners.
Yeah, Rule's happy to get in the back and sort of keep the fakes kind of covering the actual tapestry that's meant for delivery, and let you guys kind of drive from here on in as you get closer to the estate. So Patrick and Connor, you guys good with your short rest dice?
Yeah, that actually did me up really good.
Okay. Anything else you guys need to do, resetting wise, spells or anything like that?
Nope, cool.
All right. Yeah, so the rest of the journey in to the estate seems to be fine. The rain is falling. It's kind of lightened up. It's still very overcast. So you guys are fine there. As you arrive at the Floshin Estate, I've got a watcher. I've got a fan here in the room.
Nice.
Can I turn my camera?
No.
Come on.
Everybody goes, oh, come on. So you guys are sort of getting up. You see, as you kind of go through down the trail, what opens up in front of you, this massive castle. You see it's obviously been Been here a long time. There's, as you're sort of riding up to it, Rule says, there's the Floshin Estate. I'm sure old Arlock will be happy to greet us with some fine mead and delicious meals from the wild game that teem in these forests around here. I look forward to his hospitality. As he kind of watches you see the castle, and you can still see that there's still quite a bit of work yet to be done in rebuilding this thing.
I'm going to take a line from Star Wars. I have a bad feeling about this.
Would it be D&D without a bad feeling?
No, sir. No, sir.
Yeah, you go in and everybody's so happy to see you, and you have great food, and nothing happens. Nope, not a chance. Yeah, there's some these little huts out here. You would know that as people are doing masonry, sometimes they stay in the castle, sometimes they might stay out of the castle, things like that. But as you're kind of getting closer and closer, now I don't have a shot of the massive estate, but this is kind of what you're seeing as you're getting closer. And this is the main entrance, kind of this single entrance up here.
Yeah, contractors in D&D are just like contractors in real life.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. My favorite line from Clerks.
Yeah.
Death Star had a problem with independent contractors. They didn't sign up for that. They just. All right. So Rule's super excited. Castle's in front of you. What are you guys doing as you're kind of getting closer and closer?
Forever onward, right?
Just walking in the front door?
Yeah.
Go for it. I'm going to do this real quick. Can you guys see the big picture of the castle?
We just did. Yeah.
And only the big picture of the castle?
No, I see PowerPoint.
Now we see a room.
Okay. All right. So I'm not sharing that. So that's the big picture of the castle. So that's what now you see the room outside of. Okay.
Yeah, with a big scary skull on the center.
Yeah. Yes.
That'd be the one.
That's the room. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get out of this full screen here. I'm going to, I didn't mean to do that. Look at our faces. Yeah. Let me do this real quick. I'm going to make that smaller. I'm going to hide this.
Patrick, you have a doppelganger.
Do I?
I see two Patricks.
Oh, one of them is his phone.
Yeah.
I don't see two Patricks.
I'm getting an echo.
He's being stalked.
There's a way to combine them, and I don't know how to do that. I can force them together, but I have no idea how to do that. Nope. Let's see if it's this one.
You know what I can do?
Allow to.
Hold on.
Nope.
I do not have a. Can you hear me?
Not anymore. Barely. Nope. Lost you completely.
You can hear me now, though, right?
Yep.
Cool. All right.
Yeah, I only see one Patrick, so I'm curious what that looks like. It does look like you're in here twice, but the screen I see Mark.
Yeah, if you click on the three little buttons next to it, you can actually hide non-video participants. That's what I did. So
I wonder if that's why I can't see it. All right. Well, I'll figure that out as we go.
Yeah, cool.
All right, so I'm going to share a little bit more of the interactives. I'm not going to take up the full screen, but yeah, as you guys sort of walk in, there's these big doors here that you saw here. It's kind of these big wooden doors. The doors are replaced and they're new, but there's no activity to be seen around the castle or around the estate here. This is kind of the keep / castle.
I guess I would say to Rule, this is your gig. What enormous knockers.
Yeah, so Rule goes up and goes, yes, and he's sort of looking around, sort of over his shoulder. It's kind of like when Gimli goes into to Thorin's. He's like, you're wait to see dwarven hospitality. And he's like, where is everybody? Yeah. So Rule's kind of doing the same thing, like looking around going, well, this is odd. When last I was here, this place was teeming with activity. Where are all the workers? At any rate, well, I'm sure Arlock maybe he's completed the interior and he's taking a break, waiting for my tapestry. And he knocks on the doors loudly. Nothing. Let me try again. Boom, 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 boom. Nothing.
You may want to not do that again. Is the door locked?
He's like, there's like these massive, sort of handle things, and he starts to twist, and they sort of just click, and he pushes, and the doors open kind of inward to expose this beautiful marble, and this is kind of a rose marble flooring. Looks very new, very well done, high craftsmanship. You see that from your vantage, these are 5 feet square. So you definitely can see there's like this inlay of this kind of creepy skull thing that you can see from where you're at. What are you guys doing?
Do we want to go inside?
Rule has started walking in. He's actually left the cart and wants you guys to kind of help him bring the tapestry inside here.
Hey, Rule, did you get paid before, or are you picking up your payment now?
Yes, I'm picking up my payment from Arlock now. It's cash on delivery, so as sooner we get this tapestry delivered, the quicker we can get back to Waterdeep. I don't want to leave the shop for too long. Arlock! He yells.
You know what? Let's not yell. And why don't we just dump off the tapestry here? And that's right. We haven't been paid yet. Never mind.
In the future, you should maybe take cash upon order.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I've been doing business this way for so long, and usually everyone that I deal with, well, you know where my shop is, and he starts to going in this long soliloquy about, well, I have built tapestries for the Duchess of...
We get it. I'm just saying, like, you've built a good reputation. I'm sure people would be willing to pay up front, so we don't have to. So in the future, you could just take the tapestry. We could leave it in the lobby, and then we could leave.
Just drop it and go.
Yeah, it's kind of like I would like to start like a business. We'll call it like Watergate Express. What X?
Yeah, that's a great idea. I know Arlock has got to be in here somewhere. He kind of walks across the floor. Where are you guys at?
Jango will grab the tapestry.
Yeah.
I might need to hit this and start trying to
pull it in.
Raul.
Pull it in. All right.
Yeah, let's just leave the tapestry up here for now. We can kind of check around and see if we can find what's this guy's name? Antioch?
Arlock.
Arlock?
Arlock. Give me 1 second. You know what this sound means?
Oh yeah.
It is. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, so that's it. Harlan.
Yes.
You hear it.
All right.
Oh.
Jango and Elisar and Taz are having this kind of you're wrestling with the tapestry. You're trying to kind of impart some decent business sense to Rule as you're getting this in there, as you're sort of working with him. But from the stairwell to your west, just running on all fours, barreling up the stairwell, Harlan, you hear the snorting. So you are not surprised The rest of you do not hear it, but I need everyone to roll initiative.
16 for LSR.
16 for LSR.
Yeah.
18 for Jango.
Jango, okay.
16 for Taz.
Taz, I think you have a higher dex score.
Mine's a +5.
Okay. Then LSR. Harlan?
10 for Harlan.
Okay, Harlan. Well, that'll work okay. Everyone else is sort of wrestling with this thing. So it goes through Jango, Taz, LSR. You're just sort of talking. And then coming from just barreling up on all fours out of this up this stairwell here is this creature. When he reaches the top of the stairs, stands on 2 feet. He's got a massive he's got a maul, but he also has these tusks that come out of his mouth. It's not dissimilar to what you saw with the warg, but it definitely has more of a pig or a boar shape. But he's standing on 2 feet, bristling hair, dripping saliva, eyes bright red as it lunges towards. Since you all four are there, I'm just going to just roll a kind of a D4 random to see who he goes after. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, as luck would have it, it goes after you, Taz. And what it does is it's going to first just try to barrel into you with its tusks. This is sort of a Halloween themed thing I had in mind. 18 to hit.
Oh man, if only the person that could subtract 1 from the attack roll was paying attention.
No, I thought we were okay and we were beating.
Okay, yeah, that hits.
That hits. Okay.
Yeah.
He's gonna try to slash you with its tusks. Let's see, 11 points of slashing damage.
Oh man, well, goodness.
And I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
What it is.
15.
You make it. You make the save. It's got a multi-attack, so it's going to dig into you with its tusks. It's going to swing. What is a maul, anyways?
A big hammer.
That's what I thought. Yeah, it's going to just sort of swing around its big hammer. And I'm going to do the same thing, 1, 2, 3, 4, just for let the dice decide, because you're all sort of right there together. If I can find a D4 again, it is. And he's going to go after Jango this time, just with the maul attack.
Before you do that, how is he looking to me?
Who, this creature?
No. He's attacking Jango, right?
Jango doesn't know what's about to hit him. He's still sort of, he's surprised. So, sort of digs.
How does he look as far as like
health-wise?
Does he look bloody? Does he look weak?
Jango, I don't know. I think you're okay, right?
Yeah, he's a little banged up, but not bloodied.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay, so he whacks you though with the hammer, Jango, and it's just 2d6, but that's a pretty good. Of all the range of possibilities you get with a d6, that's one less than the best you could possibly get with 2d6. So it's 14 points of bludgeoning damage. Just smashes you.
Okay, so LSR, I am now bloodied.
Gotcha.
So
I understand.
If you can picture like the three, Harlan sort of kind of backs up, right, and kind of sees it coming, And it just sort of leaps into the foyer here and just with tusks gouges into Taz and then swings its maul and just smashes Jango upside the head with it. Boom! Smash! And then, but Harlan, it is your turn and you can take an action.
All right. I'm going to try to firebolt this creature.
All right. And now everybody obviously knows what's going on. So when the rotation comes around, you can take your turns.
That will be a 24 to hit.
A 24 will hit. Yes. Where's my stat block for this guy?
That'll be 1 point of fire damage.
Oh my. It's gonna be a long night. Let me set this up real quick. Let's see. So 1 point of fire damage.
Yes.
Okay. All right. And does that end your turn, Harlan?
Yes, it does.
Jango, you're up.
Okay. Jango's going to use his bonus action to cast Zephyr Strike.
Okay.
And so this spell, it's a bonus action. And this spell lets him move like the wind. So he gets to add 10 to his movement.
Okay.
It also doesn't provoke opportunity attacks when he moves.
Okay.
And then lastly, if he attacks, he gets advantage on it. So he's going to cast Zephyr Strike, and then he's going to scoot back. I'm not sure how many feet he can go back, but he'll go back to the wall on the east side.
It's kind of happening all around on top of this thing. So you're going to back all the way up to this wall here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Then he'll take aim with his longbow with one of his 4 arrows and let it fly.
Go for it.
All right, he's got advantage because of the spell. Okay, 19.
This music isn't exactly the right music, but that's all right. It's just like video game music. I know. Waka, 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 waka. That hits, by the way, Jango.
Awesome. Okay, and it'll do 8 points of piercing.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, so...
And that'll end his turn.
The arrow kind of sticks into this boar-like man creature, and it just sort of snarls and growls. And Taz, it's sort of right... It just had gored you. It just smashed Jango. It's sort of right in the middle of you guys. Jango, you moved kind of back and out of the way without eliciting an opportunity attack because of your feature or that trait that you deployed. So you're okay there. Taz, you're up.
I'm going to rage.
Rah!
And I'm going to swing my glaive.
Swing away.
Meryl.
13 to hit.
Hits.
Okay. Not great. 7 points of slashing damage. And
nothing.
5 points of radiant damage.
Ooh, 13 points. 12 points, sorry. I can do math.
And I bonus action, I raged. Yep, that's it.
Okay. Ooh. All right. Elisar, you're up.
All right. Can you hear me, first of all?
Yes, we can still hear you. We can't see you anymore. We see the chair, but you're behind. Oh. We're looking at your back.
Oh, you know what? Damn it. I'm trying to figure out how to work this work. Okay, but I'm going to do a CAD. Jesus. All I have to say is thank God I wasn't taking a pee. I'm going to go ahead and touch.
Omnidirectional.
Christmas score.
It is.
It just got way lowered. All right.
I wonder what you were doing. I didn't want to ask, but I just was like, what's going on over there?
Don't want to know.
I don't want to know too much.
I'm going to cast a spell, though. I'm going to cast a Witch Bolt.
Go for it. Witch Bolt this sucker.
And 19 plus 2 is 21.
That hits.
Now, this does 1d12 for this turn, and then as long as I stay still and concentrate, I guess, each subsequent turn, it will take 1d12 damage. Is that correct?
You have to use an action to make it take that damage, but yeah, you don't have to roll the hit again.
Okay. All right, so let me roll my d12, which I moved. Ah! Well, ignore what you're seeing in my ceiling.
It's all right.
And let's see.
And you used a glaive, right, Daniel?
I did.
And then Jango, you used an arrow, correct? So piercing and slashing?
Yes.
No other damage besides that? You had radiant?
Well, I had the radiant, yeah.
What was your radiant damage again? I'm sorry to ask you again. I think, was it 5? That's what I thought. Okay, 5.
And I'd use 8 points of damage.
8 points of lightning damage?
Yeah, it's lightning.
Lightning, yep. Okay, yeah. Yeah, all right. So it sort of growls, this utter guttural growl. Does that end your turn, Elisar?
That does end my turn.
Okay. It's the creature's turn. Again, you guys are sort of all in the room. Jango, you've moved a fair distance away. It may go after you. I'm just going to see what happens in the fog of war here. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's actually going to go after you, Harlan. It's going to sort of charge at you again with its tusks.
Does it have to move away from me?
It's sort of a big swirl of you guys right now. So I think you guys are sort of in front of it, but this is where I wish we could have like minis and placement to see kind of where it goes. If it was moving all the way to Jango, it definitely would move away from you, but I think everybody's still sort of kind of right in front of it. So it's just going to like do one of these and try to get Harlan. And with its tusks, Harlan, I don't think it's an issue. But let me just double check. Does an 8 hit?
No, it does not.
All right. The other person it's going to go for is Jango. Now it's going to move away from you, Taz. It's going to move away from you towards Jango.
Okay. I'm going to take an opportunity attack.
Go for it.
Oh, I miss.
Oh, you swing. Well, tell me what it was.
It was a 9.
It did miss. Okay. Jango is coming after you. It's going to smash you again with its maw.
Okay.
Try to. 16 to hit.
16 hits.
Okay. 2d6. 11 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay, so he knocks Jango back into the wall, and the air comes out of him, and he falls to the floor unconscious.
Oh, no. Okay. Remember your rings, people. You have some rings. Just the dungeon master's going to come in with that. Don't forget what some of those things can do.
Deus Ex DM.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean that ring?
Yeah, you know the little card. Like I'm that little. Remember the Dungeons and Dragons cartoon from like 1983? I am your dungeon master. Don't forget your rings.
Yeah, my ring doesn't really help in this situation.
Yeah, well, remember it can make you. I don't know what that does for you, but you can fill up some more space.
Yeah.
No.
I could just sit on Jango's dead body. The only person with any healing capabilities.
It's just gone down. Also, don't forget there's the other ring. There's that guidance piece. I don't know if that does what that does. I can't remember what that even does now. It's been so long since I came up with those things. It adds something. You get a 1d4 for something. Somebody look that up in the meantime. Otherwise, this will be a really short. Who wants to DM next week? But Taz, you're up.
I'm gonna just run towards whatever this is, Minotaur, bullhead thing.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna swing my glaive.
As you're swinging, just so you know, you notice that the wound from the arrow is gone, and the wound from the glaive is healing.
Well, this is the only kind of attacks that I have, so
go for it.
13 to hit.
It hits.
That's 14 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
And 3 points of radiant damage.
Okay. Yeah, it sort of hisses again. LSR, you're up.
Now, can I attack also? Are
you seeing my file
action?
Are you seeing my file structure, or are you seeing the map?
I'm seeing
the map.
Okay, good. Now, what was your question? Sorry, LSR?
No worries. I was wondering if I could use an attack and then use my action as the continuation of Witch Bolt.
No, it's just you would do the damage with the Witch Bolt.
Yeah.
But it's automatic hit, and it's an automatic D12.
Yeah.
All right, I'll take that. And I will do that. Although while I am doing that, I am going to scream and say, "Hey, look at me!"
All right.
And 11.
11 points of damage.
Yes.
Yeah, it lights him up. Yeah, it lights him up pretty good. He's definitely not liking whatever it is you're doing. It makes this growly hiss sound, and in fact, he turns and barrels towards you, LSR.
Excellent. I do that kind of bring it on with my two hands, bring it on.
He's gonna as he moves away from me.
Another opportunity attack.
Opportunity attack.
Go for it.
14 to hit.
That hits.
Yes. And that's going to do. That's 7 points of slashing damage.
Okay. No radiant?
No, that's only on my turn.
Okay. Yeah. Slash goes in and just heals right back up again. Let's see. That ends. Let's see. So he's barreling towards you. As he went past you, Patrick, he tried to bore you. He's going to swing his maul as well. I'll try to hit you with that.
I dare him to.
13 to hit.
13 misses.
Yeah. So even though the opportunity attack maybe didn't look like it really did much to him, it must have thrown him off. He was, for the first time, he doesn't get inflicted any damage on anyone. And Harlan, you're up.
All right, I'm gonna try to cast Witch Bolt level 1 on this creature.
So he's got Witch Bolt coming in from LSR already, right? And you're gonna try to do the same thing? Yeah, double Witch Bolt. Go for it.
Witch Bolt to the left, Witch Bolt to the right.
I think I missed. I got a 9.
You did miss. You got a 9.
I'll end my turn there then.
All right, Jango. You know what time it is.
All right, you ready?
Ready. Don't forget you have an inspiration too.
Oh, yeah.
I'll keep that in mind. Okay, I got it logged.
Okay. Taz, you're up.
I'll run towards his back. And
go for it.
Attack with my glaive. 20 to hit.
That hits.
7 points of slashing damage and 5 points of radiant damage.
Okay.
And can I do the thing with the ring and make myself big?
You can.
I'll make myself big.
All right. So describe for the group what happens.
I double in size.
You guys have never seen this before. But Taz just gets huge. Like, not like, just like
Ant-Man.
Everything, just big. All right. And does that end your turn there, Taz?
Yeah, that'll do it.
Okay. LSR, you're up.
Eldritch Blast continues with 1d12 damage. 10.
10 misses.
No, 10 points of damage.
Oh, yeah, 10 points of damage. Okay. Yeah, got it. Sorry. Yes, you just continue to Witch Bolt. No, Witch Bolt, you said Eldritch Blast, but Witch Bolt, right? That's
right. I'm sorry, yeah.
Okay. All right, just making sure. Let me make sure. Let me see where we're at with the damage real quick here. Let me make sure I've got it right. Okay. Oh, okay.
And then as you continue, Ryan, I just want to let you know, I'm not sure if the rules specifically say you roll the dice to see if it hits before I do my Eldritch Rite, because I'm preparing to do that for literally the next 3 attacks. So I just want to make sure that I'm doing it right. So do I have to declare it before you roll, or do you roll and it hits and then I declare it?
Oh, for your the eyeless.
Yes, Curse of the Eyeless.
Last time we just said that you could say it.
Yeah.
After he rolls.
You could say it after I roll.
Okay, gotcha.
All right. Is that
my intent to do so? Just letting you know.
Okay. And that ends your turn there?
Yes.
Okay. It's going to come back after you again.
Okay, bring it.
Oh. Yeah. The Selyun is looking down upon you, I think. 10 to hit?
No, 10 misses. Mark.
13. Let's see. 18 to hit?
18 does hit.
Okay, that's with the maul. Ka-thunk.
Okay. Ka-chunk.
You get that low. Oh.
7. Oh, no, wait. 9 points of bludgeoning.
Yeah, I'm not using it on myself. Okay, cool.
Are you good still?
I'm fine.
Mm-hmm. That's its turn. Harlan, you're up.
All right, I'm going to try to cast Witch Bolt again.
Go for it.
Level 1. Ooh, at 19 this time.
That hits.
Yeah.
And that will be 7 points of lightning damage.
Okay.
I'll end my turn there.
Lights him up.
Boom.
Jango, you're up.
Alrighty. Okay, got it.
Okay, still with us? Taz, you're up.
So this time I'm going to attack recklessly. I'm now enlarged.
Okay.
This is cool. This is like Rock at the beginning of his career and then Rock today.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
That's 17 to hit.
17 hits.
Nice.
Okay. So that's terrible. That's 6 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
Plus 4 points of enlarged damage. Plus.
Does that add to the slashing?
I think it does.
Okay.
Plus.
It's like a strength thing.
Yeah. Plus 6 points of radiant damage.
Okay.
And that'll do it.
Okay. Elisar, you're up.
Same thing. Witch Bolt is still in effect, and this time it's a 9. I'm working it backwards.
Okay. 9 points of damage.
Yep.
How many can you use Witch Bolt like in perpetuity, or how long does it last?
Witch Bolt actually goes until the end of. It's a long time. Hold on a second. Until my action do anything else.
Get some echo.
Also, and the target is ever outside the spell's range or has total cover from me.
I didn't quite catch that.
No.
It lasts for the duration of the spell. I think is a minute. So 10 rounds.
So we're still
10
in
rounds.
10 rounds. Okay. Okay. Yeah, the echo is growing a little bit there, but that's okay. It's the and then the werewolves come in. Hang on just a second. Let me close the door. I'll be right back. I can't hear myself think. I'll be right back.
I'm trying to figure out what's making me.
Make sure that your video one is the mic is muted.
All right, you guys back?
Yeah.
There you go. That's good.
Still doing it.
Everybody good?
That's good.
All right. It's the creature's turn. It's going to charge kind of towards, it's tired of sort of swinging at you, LSR, and missing. It's going to turn towards you, Harlan, since you zipped at it with the Witch Bolt.
All right.
Does he have to move away from me and LSR to get to Harlan? I mean,
he does. He does have to move away. He has to turn his back to you to get back to.
Go for it.
Does he move away that I could take an opportunity attack?
He would need to. Yeah, you're not within 15. You're within 15 feet, but he's still sort of like within the group. So if I'm looking at this, it's sort of right in this. Think about this circle as kind of being where everything's happening.
Harlan, back up.
I need the critical fumble table, please.
Yes.
Ooh.
Yes.
And a 70.
Okay. Ouch. Your normal or magical weapon breaks. If the weapon is magical, it explodes in a 50-foot radius centered on you and does 3d6 thunder damage.
Oh no.
Per plus of the weapon. There's no saving throw for this.
Oh my!
He did more damage than if he hits.
He doesn't have a magical weapon. It's a regular weapon. So what happens to his regular weapon? It just breaks?
It just breaks.
Okay, so his maul just smashes in half, and the head of the maul just spins across the floor, and he's just stuck holding this stick now, and the veins are bulging out of his neck with fury. That'll end. Well, he's got. So if it's a multi-attack, he still gets his other attack, even though he rolled a natural 1 on the 1. Is that right?
Yep.
Okay. So
I intend to use the Curse of the Eyeless on this.
Okay, so he's going after you, Harlan. He's just going to try to jab you with his tusks.
Okay.
22 to hit.
Yes, that hits.
Wait.
You would reduce it by a d4. If you hit.
Oh yeah, I threw that D4 away.
Before you use it, you may want to think about what Harlan's armor class is to see if that would help. 22 minus 4 is still 18, right?
Yeah.
Harlan,
What's your armor
class?
Okay.
14, but I can cast shield.
Okay.
And get up to 19.
And I will then
Shield as a reaction?
Yes.
Hey, but before you do that, that would make Witch Bolt go away.
That's fine.
Well, no,
not you.
Harlan's Witch Bolt.
Okay, Harlan's.
That'll be fine.
Okay, so do you have to roll for shield or is it automatic?
Automatic.
Okay, and then...
And -3.
It's not enough.
Oh, son of a gun.
It's not enough.
All right.
I'm not gleeful. Trust me. I'm just doing my job.
Does that also negate my witchblade?
No,
you're still connected.
Okay. Gotcha.
16 slashing, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw, Harlan.
All right. And part of my ring, I can use Uncanny Dodge.
Okay.
Half the damage.
Very good.
I think so.
So
nice.
So it'll be 8 damage, and
there you go.
22 for my Constitution saving throw.
You make the save.
Oh, thank God.
Very good. Very good. So Yoon is happy that you are using the rings. It suddenly feels a little lighter on your hand. Let's see. And that ends its turn. And Harlan, it is now your turn.
All right. I'm going to get my staff out, and I'm going to try to hit it. With the staff, it's going to be a 10 to hit.
You miss.
All right. And I'm my turn there.
Okay. Jango, you're up.
All righty. Here we go. Okay. Got it.
Are you still down?
It's a secret.
Oh, okay. That just would have. I guess you would tell us if you were back to 1 hit point, or was it 1 hit point if you're back? Yeah, if you make it, or
you will know. You have to roll a natural 20 to get up to 1.
So it's just stable.
Yeah, you just stabilize.
Stabilize. Got it. Taz, you're up.
I'm just gonna. Does it seem like my weapon attacks are doing anything, or like the slashing damage is completely negated?
From what you're looking at now, he looks to have 0 cuts on his body from the slashing. The slash happens, and then by the time you go to swing again, it's already sort of closed up. But the sizzling of the radiant seems to be impacting him. And the witch bolt, the shocking, seems to be impacting him.
Yeah, the lightning.
Yeah.
Okay, so my enlarge didn't do anything. What a waste of an enlarge. 21 to hit.
That hits.
4 points of radiant damage.
Yeah, just stick to that one. Okay, yeah. Lights up. Elisar, you're up.
Elisar will do the Eldritch.
You mean the witch bolt?
Excuse me, witch bolt again. And that's going to be... Oh, only a 7 this time around. But that is keep electrical lightning damage.
7 points of lightning damage?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
That's your right is at the ready.
Yep. As it sort of lights up, suddenly, inexplicably, it changes shape into a boar and begins to just dart out of the front door here as fast as it can go, squealing and getting past you guys.
Can
anybody want to take an opportunity attack? You can try to take an opportunity attack.
9.
9 misses.
Even against the boar?
Yeah. Well, yeah. Even against this boar.
Can I take an action with my short bow?
No, it's not. Opportunities have to be a melee.
Melee range.
Be melee range. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yep. And it just busts out the front door and disappears into the wilderness.
Oh, that was fun.
That was a cool beast.
Yeah.
Well, just to define cool, man.
Yeah. Immune to weapon attacks with non-magical weapons.
And
rad at level 3.
Yeah, yes. Really rad at level 3. Really.
We are the most experienced level 3 ever.
Well, the good news is you're level 4 at this point. Everybody's got 2,700. I think that's level 4, right?
Yeah.
That's the next one.
Well, let me go check on Jango.
Go check on Jango.
Yeah.
Is he breathing?
He is breathing.
Okay.
All right. Well, we have no way to heal him, so we'll just poke him a few times.
Just sort of shove him.
Yeah.
There's always you just leave him in the corner.
Yeah, I mean, we got nothing. I can do a medicine check to stabilize him, I think.
And I can assist.
I just rolled my next death saving throw.
Yeah.
So I had a 5 and an 8.
Oh gosh.
And then I used the inspiration point on the third roll, so that was successful.
Okay.
And I just rolled a 4th while we were like post combat, and I got an 8 again.
Okay.
So I've got three deaths. So I'll be back with a new character.
Oh no! What does guidance do? What does that do? There's got to be something with guidance, right?
Not for that.
Not for
that. To activate it, yeah. And that was the other person's ring. Like he would have to use that.
Well, you could call on him, and that was the thing. It's like you could call on him telepathically, and he could gift you guidance.
That's okay. This is just the telepathic call.
Oh, you're.
Ooh.
No.
It makes the game more interesting this way.
Ah, man. You rolled a 5, and an 8.
I had a 5, and then I rolled an 8.
And an 8.
And I used inspiration on the third roll, so I had advantage. So I succeeded on that one. On this last roll, I rolled an 8 again.
But now, before you roll that last one, couldn't we? I mean, did any of us have like a medical pack? What comes in the adventurers
we
pack?
would have had
Is there any kind of like bandages or anything like that we could at least stabilize? No, Daniel, I see that's looking good.
We would have had to buy one.
So what about when the creature leaves? Does that end it, or does he have to roll the third one?
No, you keep rolling them until you're stabilized or die.
Yeah. Whiz.
So I guess once Jango stops breathing, I'm just gonna be like, well, gonna grab the ring off of his finger. And then I'm just gonna put it in a pouch.
Yep. Yeah, you can do that. Oh man. I've got guilty DM syndrome now.
No, it's part of the fight that makes it more interesting.
I wanted to make these hard, not deadly, but really hard.
Well, I will say when you totally negate
slashing damage. Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's tough. Well, you guys, you've gotten down to 3 points. You had 3 hit points left. Just with the radiant and the lightning, and that's why he left. But he had already done he'd already done his damage. Oh man,
we can't even sacrifice rule because we're okay. We're all not evil, so
all right. I could say that rule kind of overheard or is watching everything. Perhaps he has something. Something up his sleeve. I don't want to be campy about it though. What do you guys want?
Hey, Rule,
come up with something new for next week.
Are you a high level cleric? Can you cast Revivify? Well, because if you are, then I might have to kill you now because you haven't healed us this entire time.
That's homicide. Yeah. Murder in the furnace.
Yeah, you're right. That's potions, whatever he might have had, wouldn't do anything at this point.
Now, wait a minute. Did he upgrade his level while we were ending this?
To level 4? Like during the combat?
I'm just saying.
No, I don't think so.
I didn't think that's how it worked, but he's making a shot.
Just give it a go.
Well, I guess Taz or Jango rather. I mean, this is a big complex. There could be maybe like a carpenter who has some skills, or masonry, bricklayer,
level 4 bricklayer,
level 4 roofer doing some work.
He's with us with that trowel.
Oh man. So what is this, 8 sessions in, and this is our first EC?
This is a lot of fun.
I'm glad. That's the good news. If you're not totally married to Taz or to Jango, if you want to do that, Jango.
It's like a movie, say like the Avengers or something, where it's no good if there's no stakes.
Yeah. Right? Yeah.
So this just shows there are stakes in
the game.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
I hated to tear up Mia.
Hey,
yeah.
Ryan, can we choose feats or only ability score increases?
I have no prep. I mean, if you guys want to choose feats, that's fine. Either whatever you want to do. Yeah, whatever you want to do as you level up. You're now level 4 though, and Jango, this will be a good chance to bring in somebody fresh to heal. And remember too, you guys have already kind of just been thrown together by Selyun, so maybe this was in the cosmic cards.
That's right.
Yeah. Could be. I'm trying to make myself feel. This is me trying to make myself feel better.
It's okay, right? Okay.
All right. Well, I chose the feat Sentinel.
Okay.
So anytime that a creature moves away from me and I use an opportunity attack and it hits, it reduces its speed to 0.
Ooh.
And if it tries to attack something other than me, I can attack it with an opportunity attack.
Oh, snap.
Nice.
Beast mode. All right, gents.
All right. Well, let me say real quickly, Daniel. How do I upgrade? How do I make myself a level 4 when I've got a different I don't know, way than you guys?
Hey, Patrick, can you mute one of your things.
Let me try to do that. Now try talking, Patrick. I muted the wrong one. Let me unmute that one.
Hold on. They're both muted.
They're both muted now. How do I unmute? I don't know how to unmute him.
How about
he might have muted himself?
I did.
There you go. That's good.
How's
Perfect.
There we go. Cool?
That's good.
Okay. So at level 4, what you're going to do is click your character's name. And then there should be something that
manage levels.
Yeah, manage levels, and it should bring you to that screen.
Yep. I just hit level 4.
Okay. So you upgraded to level 4. Scroll down, and it should say ability score increase.
Yep.
So you can either choose that or choose a feat. For Blood Hunter, you probably should go with an ability score increase.
Yeah, what would you suggest? Just saying. I mean, I've got saving throws to make. I mean, my wisdom. I don't care about my charisma.
I think Blood Hunters. I think your spell save DC is based off your intelligence.
Okay.
So, hold on, I'm pulling up your character right now. So I can.
By the way, does that automatically save me now that I've done this? It'll automatically save.
Yeah, it'll save.
It saves.
Okay. So it cycles. Okay.
So what you probably should do is do an ability score increase and do. Can you share your screen?
I sure can. Well,
I'm gonna stop.
I'm on 2 different systems. And I've got.
I'll stop recording so that we can leave the administrivia for
my incompetence even further.
No. And so Jango, level 4 character when you come back. So
that's cool.
So just feel free to bring the backstory with it as well.
There you go.
Don't feel the need to make a character that's like a primary healer. Yeah, we were both basically fine.
Yeah, we're doing okay. And you remember the whole reason for this side quest
was to get healing potions.
Get money for healing potions. So
yeah, I know. Right?
So don't feel the need to go cleric.
That's good to know. Thank you.
Yeah, unless you wanted to. It's totally up to you. All right, I'm gonna stop recording. Sure. All right, we'll see you guys.